These new 2025 changes are absolutely nuts, and this one happens to be one of my favorite floor plans. A ton of cabinetry, more countertop space than you'll ever see, a great place to eat, 2 refrigerators, plus, you know this thing's got 2 pull-out sofas and some hidden storage? Oh yeah, I think you're gonna like this one. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have a treat for you, a floor plan that is a little bit more unique. And in a guy that does RV videos, it's hard to find unique in this industry, really. So everyone kind of copies each other. But today, I have the 2025 Cardinal 35FL. Now, this is going to be a front living setup, and a pretty classic front living, in the fact that it's got 2 pull-out slides that do make into beds, but you also get a little bit of hidden storage up front. But where I think the magic is made in this camper is going to be in the kitchen. More countertop space than you've ever seen before, and more cabinetry than you probably ever had in an RV. It's pretty darn incredible. But today I am down at Funtown Factory Connect, which is going to be their PDI, National PDI facility here right next to the manufacturers. I actually had a Cardinal rep bring this down because it has all the new 2025 changes. So reworked exterior, 4-point auto leveling. You also have new reworked interior, along with an upgraded tankless hot water heater. So drop comments and let me know what you think. But their whole claim to fame is the lowest price in the country because they're closest to where they're built. So I definitely encourage you to check the link down in the description. Give them a shot and put them to the test. Also, the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes that you saw pop up on the screen will be down there as well, in case you do get a little bit more serious. But since most people want to see the inside, I'm going to start off on the inside. It's also raining, rats and frogs outside. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's a freaking monsoon out here today. But right when you walk in, I mean, this is one of my favorite floor plans. I did this one last year. Last year was the first time I ever saw it. And man, I just fell in love. I am somebody that likes to have some people over, entertain, or maybe me and, Honey Buns are sitting on the couch, or sitting on the table, playing some cards. But I like to do a lot of cooking. And I just imagine if you're down at the campground, while you're not maybe sleeping a ton of people, you can have people run in and out and kind of use this. Let me step up the steps. As like a central hub. Because like I was saying, I mean, look at all the countertop space that you get. I also love that accent glow there underneath. I just think that is super sharp. And if you are familiar with Cardinal or Wildcat, their sister brand, I mean, you can tell what a workover. This company did an absolute home run on this, I believe. So, bada bing. And then over here, you have a slide with your dinette. This is also new as well. So it's kind of like maybe more of a bar style seating. You can see no knee knockers. It sits up pretty darn tall. You got all the plugins that you need. There's also going to be no carpet, which I'm a big fan of. So, and I know you guys are too, because every time I post an RV with carpet, it gets ate up. But it kind of blends in with it. It's hard to tell where it begins or where it ends. You also have the Furrion 12-volt refrigerator. What's nice about the Furrion is, if you haven't seen my videos or if you're kind of new to the market, it runs off of your 12-volt, which will be, your battery or the solar on top. But it provides you the size of kind of a more residential style. So you get the freezer on the left, refrigerator on the right. For slide height reference up here, I am 6 feet tall. So you're probably looking at about 6'4" or so. I even got the little Cardinal hat on. Compliments of you guys. Thank you very much. But what do you guys think about that new table? I'm a big fan of it. You're also going to get big open windows because of that slide height. So even though this is going to be a price point unit, it's still pretty pinkies up, highfalutin. I mean, I can't believe that this is going to be more of an entry-level priced camper, because I'm in these things all the time. And I think this looks, nicer than some that are 15, 20 grand more. Back over here to the storage, there is going to be a second refrigerator right over here, which is nice. So, I mean, you can dedicate this one just to, probably about a 90 rack of apple juice or so. If you guys are drinking down at the campground, no problem. It's got the plastic wrap countertop, so you can see you're not going to get any water in there. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. I also like the fact that you have 2 windows there as well. But look at all the pull-outs, the cabinets that you get. Let me start opening up some of these. And I won't open them up all because I don't want to completely bore you. But this is going to be the same here as it is there. You also have a more residential style microwave as well. one of the big boys. So I like how they didn't put that little tiny Furrion in there. They went with the bigger Furrion, which is nice. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins. You also got a nice little kind of a, it's not real tile, but it's like a wallpaper. Looks pretty sharp. Bigger than normal oven there too as well. But look at that accent lighting. Just shining like justice down there. You also see you have soft close as well, which is pretty darn uncommon in this price point, you know, as well. You got a little bit of a lip here that raises up, and that's going to be on both sides. So I'm not sure why they did that, but, you know, it doesn't really do anything to hurt anything. You're also going to have your stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. Oh, heck, I lied to you. I might as well open them all up. And then you also get the breakup right here, the textured glass, which I think is pretty darn sharp as well. And that's going to kind of T-bone into that other storage. So it's kind of one open space, so that way you can kind of get to it from wherever you want. I suppose you could also use that top portion there too as well. And I think this one's got the 3 ACs on it, which again, pretty darn rare, especially in this price point. But I don't think all 3 are standard. I think it's 2 standard, 3 are optional. Check back. Yeah, this one does have the 3. I just checked back in the bedroom. So that's going to be the kitchen. One of my favorite kitchens in the game for sure. You're also going to have the 2 floating steps to go up into a front living. And this is going to be a really classic front living to where both of these sofas do pull out to make a bed. So perfect spot, you know, for the grandkids. You're also going to have some recliners right over here that it's going to be like the theater seating, you know, style where you got nothing in the middle so you can snuggle up, you know, curl up, watch a movie. You got the stainless steel cup holders, the pull tabs right there. And it's going to be directly across from your TV, which looks like it's about a 50-inch. And you notice you also have the 30-inch Furrion fireplace there too as well, along with some storage. But I think what is very cool, twist that, bada bing, bada boom. You got some hidden storage in there with some cubbies, hanging rack, and a little place where you can put some extra odds and ends items there up top. But pretty darn nice. I mean, I'm a fan of it. Why not sneak in the extra storage if you can, I suppose. You're also going to have an emergency exit on both sides. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry with the zebra shades. So that's going to be all over the place. I'd probably like to see some blackout curtains. But, you know, and people, this is going to be one of those lines where people are trying to save a buck. And, you know, that does make sense as to why that's there. As far as height in here is concerned, I'm 6 foot tall. Again, this is going to be about 6'3" or so. You have another little window right here. Give you another little shot of the kitchen. But now let's check out the bathroom, you know, and the bedroom. Well, actually, before we get there, right here is going to be your fuse box. You also have an outlet and then a Furrion where you can, the thermometer where you can control the heat and the AC. And then you also have all your slide out controls right here, along with all your main hallway entry lighting, your tank heater. So that's going to be a 12-volt pad that can go on the bottom of your tank. So that way you can camp a little bit earlier in the season or a little bit later. You know, pop those on, help your tanks from freezing. And then anytime you see something that looks like this, you know you got the tankless water heater. So if you're not familiar with that, it basically runs off of the propane. So anytime you have propane, you'll have instant hot water. The only downside to them is you run out of propane, you run out of hot water. So you can't convert it back over to electric. So that's kind of the give and take. It's a much more efficient, better system. But, you know, you could get stuck at some point, I suppose. The bathroom in here is pretty darn nice. I mean, it is tall. Everything that you need for the taller people, that's for sure. Then you have the porcelain foot flush Throna Ruski, which, let me sit down here. You can see I got room both, you know, left and right to be moving and a grooving. I love the accent lighting there around the mirror. I just think that looks really sharp. Show off the old bowling gun, baby. Which bowling is back in action. We started yesterday and took tops in the league, which, you know, hopefully becomes a norm. But it felt nice. Our first game as a team, we scratched. It's a 4-person team. We had 1,000 pins scratch total. So every single one of us bowled over 250. It was freaking nuts. The shower, good even for a plumper guy like myself. And you can tell, you know, the height's obviously going to be no problem because you have to be about 10 feet tall before it is. Bada bing, bada boom. I also like the fact that you get a little place where you can put, you know, some towels or TP, you know, whatever you need storage-wise there. Here into the bedroom, you get a little extra space because you are in an east to west slide, and you'll notice you do have the nightlight there too as well. Plus, you get the washer and dryer prep, which is going to be right up here in this front closet. Or if you don't need the washer and dryer because you're more of kind of like the weekend warrior type, it's a great place for a hanging closet, and it's got, you know, that's removable if you'd ever really want it to. And then the bedroom, again, just shows off that decor color. I really like that. They also put in this metal kind of cornering too, which is nice. I dig it. I dig it a lot. King bed is able to be put in here, so you can get a king and it'll snug up a little bit closer. Right now they got the queen in here, but I mean, check that out. You're hands-free with the strut system, so you don't have to worry about it clanging and banging. And then you can see you got a massive closet over here. But before we show you that, you got a dresser with outlets, universal C, universal C, and USB. And then, I mean, you got more dresser space than you really probably need in most cases. And that top one is going to be smaller, and the bottom two are going to be twice the size. But I mean, check out that closet. Without having the washer and dryer in here, it really opens up to a whole lot of space. I mean, that is so many clothes. I don't know who was bringing that much with them. I also like the fact it's got the roller doors. And then I might as well show you here too as well. You know, you got overhead storage. And again, I like the fact that it's hands-free. But drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm going to step around on the outside, show you what she's all about. Again, it's the 2025 Cardinal 35FL, the RV with the most countertop space that I can think of. And if you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate it. I try to do daily RV content. So, you know, if you want big, small, expensive, whatever, I should have you. All right, so for the 2025, completely reworked interior that you just saw. But now we're going to focus here on the exterior, and you can see they got a full makeover here on the exterior as well. I mean, it is light and bright. Now they have, it is white with the gray accents, kind of the black accent, but then you also have a little red stripe just to kind of break it up a little bit. This is the new Forest River logo that just came out as well. They hired a new marketing guy, and you know, they switched it away from that, which honestly, I'm a big fan of that. I think it would look really cool on a hat. So Forest River, if you guys are listening, I would love one of those. 4-point electric auto leveling. Again, that is going to be something that is new for 2025 that you're not going to get standard, you know, on the 24s or anything, you know, previous to that. Spare tire with your storage. You got your pass-through right there, and you're going to see it's all welded at all angles. Plus, you don't see any exposed, you know, wood or anything because you got it all in that nice little wrap. You got your propane bottles that I just pulled away there. This is going to be your solar charge controller. So I believe coming standard on it is going to be 100 watts. Could possibly be 2. That'll be down in the description along with the specifications and the link for the price. But it's either 1 or 200 that you can link up to 6. So that's pretty darn neat. The extra wide entrance here allows you to have wider stairs and wider steps. So if you're a little bit of a bigger person, it's going to be a little bit sturdier for you. Pretty nice little fit there. You also have your dual axles, 4 points of leveling, little screen door here, and then you have an extra large grab handle along with a place where you can crack open a couple cold ones, no doubt. Get those apple juices flowing. You got the awning right here with the LED lights there running underneath, along with all the hookups that you need, you know, for cable and to plug in a TV if you want to, you know, watch a movie or something like that outside. You got a little rear storage back here, no hitch. So you're not going to get any receivers on that, but that's okay because you're probably not towing anything behind you. You also have the Furrion observation camera prep there too as well, so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. You also have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so that way you can get on top of your roof, you know, check your seals, check your slides. That runs you about $300 on Lippert's website. Right here is going to be your 50 amp plug-ins. This is going to be where you're going to plug in the camper down at the campground. And then as you swing it around, again, you got your dual axles. This is going to be your sewer outlet connection right here. And again, they do have the tank heaters too. So as you can see, I mean, it's enclosed and they got the what they call the rib armor. So anytime you see it like that, as opposed to one piece of plastic, Right there are all your valves, by the way. It was requested that I do show those, so I just wanted to, you know, show those real quick. But anytime you just see like one piece of plastic, it's not going to be separated. So why you want that rib armor is like in that uh-oh moment, you don't have to drop the whole bottom. You just can drop a 6-foot panel, you know, which is nice. It's going to keep down on cost if you ever do have to incur something like that. Back end of the hot water heater is located right here. And then this is going to be your docking station, you know, with your valves for your high point, low point. And then you also have hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, black tank flush, city water fill, you know, all that good stuff. So that's basically going to be a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. Batteries will be located right here. You can tell because you got that little vent. And then, you know, I think that about wraps it up, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Cardinal 35FL. See you next time. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 shimmin, meow, shimmin, meow, shimmin,